All right, what's going on, guys? Decided to do a lazy Sunday live stream. Been getting quite a few comments about the Googan baits and me adding it to the channel as my official paddle tail. So that's what I want to talk about. I want to see why so many guys, or so many of you guys, especially down in the Texas coast, really don't like the Googan baits. Maybe we can talk about it. Let's hash out our reasoning and let's go from there. So yeah, man, you guys hit me with your comments. Let me hear what you have to say, and we'll go from there. Right. So so I can try to catch everyone's comments. I'm going to log on here, and so I'm able to see what everyone posts. But yeah, we're going to talk about the Googan baits, man. Some of you guys really hate them for some apparent reason. I don't know. Like, do you guys actually know? What's up, guys? What's up? Do you guys actually know the Googan Squad? Why y'all hate them so much? I really want to know what's going on. All right, hold on. Let me let me switch accounts here. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to read all y'all's questions. I have my computer right here, so I don't miss any, and then we'll go from there. What's up, Min? Welcome, Quinn, Chasing Tails. Hello, Castanet Fishing, Roderick. What's up, Ryan? Yeah, so we're here to talk about the Googan baits. So like I posted a video not too long ago, less than a week ago, I guess, and it talked about me adding the Saucy Swimmer, as you can see, the 3.8 right here, the Saucy Swimmer, onto the channel as the official paddle tail. And a lot of you guys voice y'all's opinions saying that y'all don't like them, they're trash. A lot of people say they copy people. I mean, there seems a lot of hate for the Googan Squad, the Googan kids, and I want to know, why do you guys hate them so much? Are they like, do you actually know these guys or something? I want to know the reason, because to me it just seems so weird. Why would you hate on someone or a channel when you don't even know them, right? So like, okay, let's read some of these. I already see a lot of comments coming in. Okay, let's see. Stole Designs. Topwater says blow up Stole Designs. Have you actually proved that the Googan bait stole some designs? I mean, this is all hearsay, right? Until there's actually fact and there's like an actual court hearing that's been copyrighted or whatever, you can't say that someone has really stole some just because it looks like something else. I mean, that's kind of, you see what I'm saying? It just doesn't, you can't really say that in a court of law. Now, if they got sued and it did go through and they were proven that they stole it, then yes, that's a different story. But coming out and saying they stole something, well, just because you've seen a couple of guys post some videos about it, that doesn't necessarily mean it's true, you know what I'm saying? So unless you guys have actual facts, saying something that criminating with so much passion just doesn't make you look real smart. You see what I'm saying? You're not supposed to, I mean, from a professional standpoint, me being a doctorate in pharmacy, if I started saying something that like this drug copied this drug and therefore cause a death for this patient, without facts backing it up, I can actually get in trouble for doing that. So I just wanna see why the hate, so much hate. You know, what's going on? Okay, someone else says too expensive. Okay, well, these run $5.99, right? I mean, that seems like a normal. How much does Down South lures cost? It only costs like $5.99, $6.99. I mean, it's I think it's pretty competitive, and if you use my discount code, it's 15% off, so it's much cheaper than buying a pack of Down South lures. A lot of you guys like Down South lures, right? So what else? Let's see. Okay, Graydon Miller says, I only dislike their soft baits because they are too soft and break a lot for $8, but their hard baits are really good. Okay, I mean, that's a fair point. I mean, a soft bait being too soft and therefore it breaks. I mean, that's absolutely a good point. But $8, I don't know where you got that price, but the pack is $5.99. This is straight from Googan headquarters, so I don't know who sells them for $8. $8 is too expensive for any type of soft plastic. So once again, ripping off your anglers. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. And I'm just telling you from a professional standpoint, coming out with those kind of claims are really strong. And if you can't prove it, it's better not to say it, because honestly, as I said, I'm very transparent. I'm going to use a bait on my channel that actually helps me catch fish. If I use a bait and I promote a product on my channel and it doesn't work, it makes me look really stupid, right? And you guys will not watch my videos if I can't even produce a video because I can't catch fish, right? So the products that I use on my channel, I actually test and I use before I actually promote them on my channel per se, just to make sure that I can catch fish on them. And Googan baits, I've used them ever since they came out. I've caught redfish on bandito bugs, so I know they work. Okay, let's see. Tell me about them. How much do you know about them? What was your reasoning for adding to your arsenal? Okay, that's a good question. As you guys know, the Googan Squad is they're content creators. They started on YouTube making content, right? Fishing content, and they blew up. Obviously, they're very popular. Their personalities are very catchy. That's why they have millions of subscribers. You can't do well on YouTube unless you do well making content. And they're a fishing channel, so therefore they made fishing content and attracted their audience that way. So yes, they were doing a good job, and they grew from there. And from my understanding, they've reached out to other companies, right? So they wanted some baits with their name on it. Well, rightfully so. If you're a big time content creator and you're attracting a big audience with a lot of views, yeah, I totally understand that. You want to create your own baits and have your own name out there because you're actually a name brand now. So most of you guys already know what the Googan Squad is, and they came out with their Googan baits. So and they have actually good quality baits. I mean, as I said in the beginning, if they don't work for my channel, I can't make videos. If I can't make videos, I can't grow. If I'm not making video content, you guys are not watching, right? I mean, it comes all hand in hand. So, I make sure the tackle or the lures that I use, they work for the channel, and Googan Baits works. It works. That's why I'm using them on the channel. So, I mean, it's really simple. Okay, let's see here. Asian Fisherman says, I've never tried them, but the Googan Squad sucks. Okay, so what is your reasoning for saying the Googan Squad sucks? I really want to hear your reason. I mean, I can say X person sucks, but what is my reasoning? You know what I mean? It just makes no sense to bring out all that hate towards someone when you don't even know that person, unless they're like they used to be your best friend or you actually personally know them. To me, that's just odd. I don't understand why people hate on other people or channels without reasoning. It just makes no point. I mean, right? Why? Life is so short. Why would you want to hate on something or someone or a group of guys or a group or whatever, right? Why would you want to hate when you don't have X amount of years to live on this earth? It just makes no sense to me. I mean, there's other better things to do than hate on someone or something that you don't even know of, right? I mean, I don't know. That's just my take on it. You guys may think differently. I don't know. Okay, Bass Hunter says, I don't hate them. Let's see here. Where I just lost it, I apologize. Man, you guys I apologize. I'm trying to get to these comments as fast as possible. And you guys have so much to say about Googans. It's kind of funny, but I really want to talk about it to you guys. I don't hate them. I think they're entertaining sometimes. I think the hate comes from the fact that many of their baits seem like direct copies of Strike King Rage series. Okay, I mean, that's an assumption, right? You're assuming that the Googan baits are copying someone, but like I said, without factual proof and a court ruling, you can't say that. I mean, baits are baits. There's only a certain way to make them. Just like when Ford came out with their first vehicle many years ago, right? And then all these other companies started making vehicles. I mean, are you going to say that all these other companies copied Ford, their T1, what was it, T1 model, way back in the 1800s. I mean, it's there's only a certain amount of way to make a bait. So, and unless you actually have proof, and there's a court ruling, a judge, jury, an actual, like I said, court ruling, then you can't really say that they copied people, right? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Victoria Morris, no hate here. Okay, great, dude. Thank you so much, Victoria. I mean, there's you guys. I'm not trying to lecture or anything, but I'm trying to show you guys there's no reason to hate on someone or group for no particular reason when you don't even know who they are, right? I mean, I don't even know who the Googan Baits are, or I'm sorry, I don't even know who the Googan Squads are. I mean, I know them because I watch their videos, I'm subscribed to their channel, and I'm a fan of them, but doesn't mean I actually personally know, you know, Lake Fork, Lunkers, John B, Flair, Mike, who else? New one, Lojo. I don't know them, right? And there's no reason for me to hate them. But what I do know is the Googan Baits actually works, okay? There's no denying that. I mean, if you go to all the stores, if you look at the tackle section, right, versus Googan Baits and say another competitor, Googan Baits, when I go, usually it's always empty. So that tells me that people are buying them because they're using them and they're actually working. So why would someone go out to spend $6 for a pack of Saucy Swimmer when it doesn't work, right? Just makes no sense to me. I assume everyone has some intellect, and you know, if you're gonna spend your hard-earned money, you want to make sure that product works, right? You just want to throw your money away. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Bass Hunter USA. Once again, it looks like you're one of those guys that have a strong opinion about the Googan Squad. You said they probably get permission to use the patent though. I don't know what that means, but usually when a patent is a patent, it means you can't use it unless you're paying royalties or you paid whoever the inventor was the money. And from my understanding, now I don't have proof, but I believe the Googan Baits are not paying anyone for any kind of patent. So unless you have proof, once again, guys, proof, there has to be a court ruling, judge, all lawyers, everyone involved, that the Googan Baits copied someone or copied a company. You can't just make that claim, you know, it doesn't make you look smart. Okay, Stephen Worth says it's because of how they carry themselves. Okay, that's a fair point. That's absolutely fair point. You know, not everyone is going to be attracted to the Googan Squad. And, you know, they're young. A lot of them are in the 20s. I think Lake Fork guy might be the older one, and you can tell he's a little bit more mature. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're pretty much their kids, right? I mean, I'm way older than them too. All my friends are older than the Googan Squad, but I'm still a fan. I actually like their content and how they carry themselves. Once again, I don't know, that can be very broad. Unless you actually know who they are, you can't make assumptions that they're douchebags or, you know, they're dickheads. You can't make that assumption unless you actually know them. Just because they portray someone on screen doesn't necessarily mean that's really them. Does that make any sense? Because, for example, let's talk about myself. You guys always see me laugh, right? When I catch a fish, I'm like, ha, 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 laughing, right? Truth be told, you know, I don't laugh like that all the time. Doesn't make me like a joker where I'm always laughing, right? So you can't always make that assumption. Just because you see someone or something on their channel or how they portray themselves in video, it doesn't necessarily mean that's really them in life. Unless you actually know them and you can say, hey, Nick, wait a minute. I actually know this guy. I have his phone number in my phone. I text message him all the time. We hang out. We grab drinks. He's my friend. I know him. You know, then you can't, you know, you see what I'm saying, guys? Okay, let's see here. Sloshy Joe says, all swim baits look the same to me. That's a good point, man. Like I said, there's only a certain amount of way to make a paddle tail, right? That's why they call it a paddle tail. You got to paddle in. It's on the inside, it's the tail, right? And it moves. When the bait's in the water, it displaces water. So, yeah, it's a paddle tail. Someone, maybe 100 years ago, invented a paddle tail, right? One person invented a paddle tail, or one company, and everyone else just copied it, I guess you can say. Yeah, that's true. That right there is true. Someone invented a paddle tail. hundreds of years ago or decades ago, and someone copied it, and it just blew up in the market. So if that's the case, then technically, if you're saying that Googan copies someone, I can also say their competitors copied someone, and their competitors before them copied someone. It all comes down to the original inventor, right? I mean, it's just like the Ford T1 model, the very first vehicle. They invented it, but someone else came along and improved on it, and so on and so forth. So it's what I'm trying to say, guys. I'm not trying to ramble, and once again, I'm not trying to lecture. I'm just saying you can't say someone is copying someone without legal proof, and it goes to a court of law. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so let's move on. Brian Keenan, don't hate, man. Really love the bandito bug. I fish salt and freshwater. Most are just jealous of them. They went out and just did it and did well. Okay, very good point, Brian. Thank you for that comment. That's a good point. I think, in my opinion, a lot of this hate that the Googan baits receive is because of their success. And it's just human nature. We have a competitive drive, each one of us. And when we see someone doing better than someone else, some people take it further. They really hate, and some people just, I don't want to watch these guys. I don't want to have to deal with them anymore. They take that approach, or you see what I'm saying. So yes, I do see some jealousy with a lot of these haters, because these young kids, they're multimillionaires now. I mean, how much money they make on YouTube is public knowledge. And a lot of them are bringing thousands and thousands of dollars every month just from YouTube videos, and that's not even talking about their Googan baits here. Or we can even talk about Down South Lures. Down South Lures, he's a multi-millionaire, bringing in thousands and thousands of dollars a month from his paddle tails. Or any other DOA, who else? Other lure companies. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, back to the original comment, I do see a lot of people hating because of jealousy. And it's just the way it is. I mean, we're just human. We're like that. Okay, Paul F. I don't hate, but I don't see anything original in their baits. Okay, that's a fair comment, and that's your opinion. But once again, Paul, I mean, is there a better way to make a paddle tail? Isn't a paddle tail, all paddle tails pretty much almost look the same? They have a long body, and they have a tail at the end, a paddle. Is there a certain other way that you would think that they should make or be original? I don't know, maybe there is an invention in the future that we have never thought, none of us anglers or fishing companies have thought about. I don't know, maybe there is, but I've seen pretty much every lure that you see, whether it's a grub or a double grub or like a gulp mullet, a curl tail, paddle tail, they all do the same thing. They wiggle in the water, and they're at the tail end of the original body. So, I don't know. Okay, HTX Polestar says, I use this Googan for freshwater and only the crawfish lures. I stick to bugs for saltwater. All right, very good, man. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Bugs is an original designer. He makes bass jigs. You guys already know about Bugs. His products, in my opinion, work really, really well in the saltwater. A lot of guys will back me up on it that actually have used it. Yeah, he's a great company too. But I can't 100% say that, Bugs is the original designer of the bass jig head, because there's bass jig heads out there that look like a Bugs, and someone else has made a product like that decades before Heath has made it. So but I'm not going to say Bugs copied someone. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, it just doesn't. Jose Vega said, dude, they're not expensive if you got shop Carls. They're cheap, and if you use your discount too, they're also cheaper. Yes, thank you, Jose. I don't know where these I don't know where you guys are getting your prices from, but as I showed you right here, if you look right here, this is $5.99. This is actually straight from the Googan headquarters in Dallas. When they sent me the baits, this is straight from their shelves, okay? So I don't know where the prices you're getting from. $5.99, in my opinion, is very competitive to everything else out there. I mean, I don't know what else is cheaper. Hoagie's is probably the cheapest at $2.99. But they've been in the market for like 75 years. And they've been making the same product for 75 years. So I don't know, $5.99, $4.99, $5.99, you know, they're all pretty competitive in my opinion. Okay, Brian said there are a bunch of dudes, Googans, who love fishing just like us. I think that's a good thing. They built something special. Got to give them credit for that. People are just jealous haters. Very well said, Brian. I share the same sentiment as you do. You know, like I said, there's no reason to hate someone or hate a person or group or organization for no apparent reason unless you absolutely know them and they actually did something to you to garner hate. Even so, you shouldn't really hate anyone, right? But it's not healthy. You know, guys, I'm just trying to tell you this just based on all y'all's comments and thumbs down that you put on my video because I joined Googan Baits. There's just seems like there's a lot of hate, and I'm just trying to educate you guys. There's no reason to hate someone because life is too short, man. I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of deaths in my life, being in the healthcare profession and working at a hospital. It happens, man. Life is short, and you know when someone's on their deathbed, there's always regret. Like I wish I did this. I wish I didn't hate this person. I wish I didn't spend so much time hating on this. Or I hear that a lot, to be honest with you. So my recommendation to you guys is, you know, there's no reason to hate. Just because someone is successful, you know, that's from their own hard work and blood, sweat, and tears. So, you know, the best thing to do is just congratulate them. I mean, you know, that's their life. They did something with their life. They did something with their talent, and there's no reason to hate, right? Jose Vega bought an old 18 rod under your discount. Let me tell you, the rod is amazing. I got the hollow point. I love it. I own an X-Bride and St. Croix Legend tournament, and I don't know, I could have saved money. Oh, thanks, Jose. Thank you so much. Old 18, another awesome local company here that the channel supports, and they also support the channel. You know, I'm not going to, you know, hate on Old 18 because, you know, they've made graphite rods or rods with titanium guides or ultralight 7-footers. I'm not going to blame them for copying anyone or doing any of that. You know, that's just not in my nature. You know, they work hard. They're a great veteran-owned company. You know, they make a great product. If you guys have seen my channel for over a year now, or pretty much a year since I joined with them, I've been catching a lot of fish. I admit I've had a couple broken rods from them, and a lot of you guys have asked with the solo skip video. A lot of you asked what happened to my rod. It was broke. You saw it dangling behind me. Well, I already shared it during that live stream of that video, but I'll share it again. So what happened was in the morning time, I was in a rush trying to get to the boat launch, and I accidentally closed the door on that ultralight. So it put a crack in it, but I didn't close the door. I kind of caught myself, but still it was a little bit too late. It kind of hit the rod, and I didn't know it cracked. So when I was fishing with it, I hooked into a flounder, and I set the hook, and it just cracked and broke right there because of that initial crack from my truck door from closing on it, or kind of barely closing on it. So that's what happened with it. It was my own fault, but Old 18 has a great warranty. So if there's a legitimate reason why the rod failed, just email them or call them, contact them. They'll make it straight, and they made it straight for me. So okay, Stephen Worth says, check out their content and videos. They act like fools. You know, I mean, once again, that's okay. That's cool. That's your own opinion. You know, everyone has a right to their own opinion. But like I said, I do follow them. I do watch some of their videos, and a lot of them, I don't know. I don't see, I don't see exactly where. I mean, they're kids, right? I mean, some of them they might act immature or say immature things sometimes. But you know, they're kids. You know, what can you do? It's like if you have a teenage kid, and you know they say dumb things sometimes. That's just the way it is. You know, you can't, and that's not a reason to hate them, or say bad things about them, or think just because they made a handful of videos where they're acting like clowns doesn't mean that's who they really are. You see what I'm saying? As I shared this earlier, a lot of you guys have kind of joined in the last minute. You can't really base someone's personality or who they are just based on a few videos. It just makes no sense. What you see online and through YouTube is not representative of who they really are. So, you know, I'm just trying to tell you guys, you know, that's not a reason to hate and make assumptions about, you know, a person or group because of a handful of videos. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying. There's a lot of comments. A lot of you guys have some strong comments about the Googan bait, so we'll keep talking about. We'll keep talking about it. Let's see here. Let's see. I kind of lost my. Let's see. Brian asked me, "Are you trying to be in a Googan Squad?" No, I am not trying to be in a Googan Squad. I'm my own content creator, my own person. You know, I don't know what their plans are. As I said, I don't know these guys. I don't know Lunkers. I don't know John B. I don't know Mike. I don't know Lojo. I don't know Lake Fork guy. But I follow them. I watch their videos. But personally, I don't know who they are, and I've never ever talked to them. I've never ever talked to them. I'm using the Googan baits because I know it works. Okay, once again, if I use a product on my channel, it has to work because I'm a content creator. I fish and make videos. If I don't catch fish using a product, it makes me look really stupid. And I can't produce videos and I don't grow. So when I use a product on my channel, once again, I make sure I am able to use it and it does a good job of catching fish. So that's why when I promote something on my page, you guys 100% will know that these products work because I've been using them and I can catch fish with them. So back to the question, am I trying to be in a Googan Squad? No, I'm not. Larry Phillips says, I like Googan baits and there are tons of baits that are similar to each other. Yes, once again, good point, Larry. It's all the baits, a swim bait is a swim bait, all right? There's a body and there's a tail and a paddle end. The paddle end might be a little bit different shape. The body might be a little thicker, smaller, longer, I don't know, right? But it shares the same similarities. When you work it through the water, the tail moves and the body wiggles depending on the type of jig head or swim hook you have hooked onto it. So yes, they're similarly they all have similarities with each other, so that's a good point. Okay, Graydon says, the people say they copy others. I've compared the Kraken crawl and Bandito bug, and they have few similarities, but you have to remember they're trying to imitate a crawl, not a shad or frog. Yes, good point. That goes back to what Larry said. Most baits, no matter what company you go with, they're imitating bait fish or crawfish or a bug or mullet, shrimp, whatever, right? Crab. They're trying to imitate the natural stuff that the fish eat in the water. So, I mean, it makes sense that a lot of these bait companies come out with products that kind of all look like each other, right? So, I mean, that's a good point. Okay, Aaron Higgs says the price, Googan baits don't justify the price for what you get, in my honest opinion. Okay, that's cool. Let me know exactly what you don't think it doesn't justify for what price reasoning. Because as I said before, $5.99 from last I checked, I went to Academy the other day. All their paddle tails are around the same price, $4.99 to $5.99. I don't see anything cheaper unless you go with a no-name brand. So I don't know. I don't know. Brad Hatch. Okay, good question. It says, "Hi Nick, just curious, what's your end game here? Full-time YouTuber? Question mark." Brad, that's a great question, and it's something that I really don't talk about. But yes, that is one of my goals, is to hopefully become a full-time content creator. That's why I'm working really hard, building content, building an audience, and yeah, I mean, basic bottom line, yeah, I would love to be a full-time YouTuber one day. It's going to take a while though, because I have to have X amount of subscribers in order to fully support my family income-wise. But I am working hard day and night. That's all I think about, man, is YouTube. It's always on my head. Analytics, statistics, things of that nature, views. That's why that's why I wanted to talk about the Googan Bits, because it seemed like a lot of you guys, you viewers out there, seem to dislike them. So that's why I want to educate, and perhaps I'll learn something, and maybe you'll learn something of why what's going on with all the thumbs down that I got in my videos. Mr. Dardarian, sorry about that. Their pricing is comparative to other baits, at least at Academy in Texas. Yes, that's a very good point, Mr. Dardarian. I'm sorry, Mr. Dardarian. I'm glad you brought that up, because, like I said, I just went to Academy the other day and I looked at their swim baits, and there's some expensive ones out there. I've seen some swim baits are like $8.99 for a pack of 6. That's expensive. But $5.99, $4.99, they're pretty much all in range with each other. Okay, some of you guys say you can't see your chat. Is there an issue? Are you guys okay? Can y'all see y'all's comments? Because I can see your comments on my computer. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys. Paul F says, "I just think their attitudes turn some people off. I choose to support people that I like." Okay, that's perfectly fine. I mean, you have the power to your own opinion. It's a free country. Um, that's awesome, man. That's cool. I respect that. That's cool. If you think if you think they're bad people for some other reason, I'm not sure what your reasoning is, and you don't want to support them, you know, that's cool. That's up to you. Kaiser22 says, "What size hook should I use for soft plastics? Thanks, I'm new to soft plastics." I'm not sure exactly what do you mean, like jig head or swim bait or swim hook. I myself use a 3/0 1/8 ounce with the 3.8-inch Saucy Swimmer. So it's been working for me. Dom says they receive a lot of hate because they're young and very successful in the lure industry. I agree with you, Dom. I 100% agree with you. I think that's the reason why a lot of hate stems for them. You know, as I stated earlier, as human beings, it's in our nature to become jealous, and that sometimes the jealousy can lead to hate or just dislike for someone or an organization or whatever it may be. But I'm here to say, now I'm not no saint, all right? I'm not a perfect person, and I've tripped up too in my life, but I'm just saying from my experience in the healthcare profession, and I've seen many people, sadly pass away because of illness. A lot of them have a lot of regret when you hear them talk. I regret doing this. I regret not talking to my daughter. I regret not hanging out with my family. I regret for having so much hate. That's just, to me, once again, it doesn't make sense to hate someone or organization or whoever, especially if you don't really know that person. If you really don't have an intimate personal relationship with that person, and you hate someone, that's unhealthy, and it's gonna snowball downhill. So it just doesn't make sense to do that. And I hope you guys really take home that message, especially with the Googans, man. You guys are so funny. Brian Zantop says, shouldn't I be out fishing? LOL. Yeah, I should be out fishing. You're right. But I'm very tired because I actually came back from a long trip, which the video will drop this Tuesday. You guys stay tuned. Julio says, I support my local shops. I buy my lures from people who produce them here locally. Not to hate on them, I just support local shops who fish saltwater on the daily. Okay, that's an excellent point. That's perfectly fine, Julio. And that's a good point. I mean, I myself, I like to support local Houston businesses. So Bugs, once again, Bugs is Houston, Galveston. His baits are very well known down here in the coast, so I support them. Old 18, another Houston-based company, so I support them too. And I totally agree. My family, I have family members that are business owners, and I have friends that are business owners too. So definitely support your local businesses, because those are the small businesses that actually are the foundation of our economy, especially in Houston. So yeah, I agree with you. Support your local business. And to be honest with you guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Googan Baits, whether you like it or not, is actually a local business, okay? They are actually located in Texas. They're a Texas business. They're headquartered in Denton, which is near Dallas. So when people tell me I need to not use Googan Baits and I need to support a local company, in my head, I'm like, well, I am supporting a local company. Yeah, even though they might be nationwide in their YouTube videos, their headquarters is actually based in Dallas, and they have actual employees that live in Dallas. So, yes, they're Texas. They're a Texas-based company, and I support any Texas-based company because Texas is my home state, the state I love. Min says, my man RX needs to be sponsored by the best. Come on, Shimano, Daiwa. Give the channel love. If I only could wish, man. I mean, Shimano and Daiwa, those guys are the big dogs. Maybe one day. I don't know. Maybe one day. We'll see what happens. Okay, sorry guys. I'm not trying to ignore you guys. I'm trying to catch up with these comments. There's a bunch of comments here, so HTX tight lines. Hate them or love them, they are still making major bank. Yeah, I mean, you can't deny their success. I mean, the Googan Squad, like I said, they're multimillionaires. I mean, if you do the math and you see what they own, their assets, I mean, they make a lot of money. Mark says, I like the videos you put out. Keep it up. And as for the baits you use, if they catch fish, use them like we all would do. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. And once again, I want to reiterate, every time I use a product on my channel, it's because it actually works. And once again, if you guys are tuning in late, I'm not going to promote someone or company or product if it doesn't work for me, because it'll make me look really stupid. If I'm trying to use a lure and I can't catch a fish on it, it makes no sense, right? I mean, put yourself in my shoes. If you are relying and one day you want to become a full-time content creator, you're going to do everything you can to keep pushing videos that help you catch, or keep pushing videos of you catching fish. If you keep pushing, because you're a fishing channel, if you keep pushing videos that don't catch fish, which, it happens, skunks happen to all the best of us, you guys are not going to watch. I'm not going to grow. It just doesn't make sense. Addicted to Fishing says, your channel growth and success has clearly landed you a great opportunity with a big name like Googan, and yet people will still find something to be negative about. Unbelievable. I mean, yeah, good point, Addicted. I mean, it's just human nature. Everyone has their opinion on everything. Everyone has their right to say something. It's a free country. But I appreciate it. Yes, I am working my butt off on my channel and pushing out content, whether it be on Instagram or YouTube. I'm constantly pushing stuff out so I can keep growing. And it's an honor. It's an honor that Googan Baits has reached out to my channel and asked me if I wanted to be, you know, I guess their promotional staff and use their baits and give you, and in return, it'll give you guys a big 15% off, which once again, I don't know from any other bait company if they offer such a big discount, because like I said, I've reached out to a lot of bait companies. Okay, I'm not going to name specific names, but I reached out trying to strike a deal to work with the channel. And the biggest discount that I've seen is 10% to you guys. And in my opinion, 10% is great. It's better than nothing. It covers our 8.25% tax rate in the state of Texas. But I want something more for you guys. So when they say 15%, when Googan Baits said 15% off to your audience, that my eyes lit up. You know, I have small eyes, but they really lit up, right? And 15% to you guys is, you know, a huge savings. And I know we're not all billionaires here. We don't have monies growing in tree, and you know, any kind of savings helps, right? So that's why I decided to use Googan Baits, because number one, it does work. I catch fish on it, and number two, the big savings they pass on to you guys. So in my opinion, I think it's a both win-win situation. Okay, sorry guys. I'm like I said, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to ignore your comments. I got so many comments about this content here, so I'm trying to scroll down and see. Okay, Robin Texas says, I subscribe to them all. Sometimes it seems like they push out videos just to get views and money from AdSense. I mean, Robert in Texas, that's absolutely true. You know, I'm not going to deny that, but you also have to know that the Googan Squad, or each individual content creator, that's how they make their living. That's how they make their income, is through the AdSense from YouTube. When you click on a video and it plays an ad, that makes them money. Same for my channel. When you click on a video on my channel and you see an advertisement before the video starts, that makes money for my channel. And they're full-time, so they need some kind of, you know, income, and that's how they make their money. So if they start pushing out videos to get views, I mean, that's just natural. They're trying to make money. They're working to push out videos. Yeah, they don't do fishing all the time, but most of the videos they push out, you know, in my opinion, it's my opinion, of course, they're pretty entertaining, all right? Some of these guys, they're funny, what they do, especially Flair. Flair is pretty funny. Lunkers is pretty crazy. John B. and Lake Fork, those guys seem like they do mostly of the fishing. I haven't seen One Rod in a while. Lojo makes a lot of fishing videos. But just keep in mind, right? I mean, just because they're pushing out videos to get views and money, that's the main goal. That's what they're doing. That's the way they make their living. So you can't get mad at that. Brian says, brother, it sounds like you're only looking for positive comments. Some people won't like them. It's all good. Yeah, I agree, Brian, and you know that's a good point. But I'm not looking for any positive comments. I'm trying to share my experience with hate. I mean, hate it's so strong. You know, it just really doesn't get you anywhere in life. And unless, like I said, if there's no personal reason, or you don't even know these people, what's the point of hating someone, or hating a channel, or hating an organization, or whatever, right? I mean, you know, what have they done to you to cause a hate besides making videos, right? I mean, if people want to, I mean, if people are just hate because of pure hate, I mean, then just don't watch. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, if you hate someone or something, why watch it? Kevin says, once you all sell their stuff for them, they will kick you to the curb. Okay, Kevin, so how do you know this? Do you have actual facts, you know, proving what you just said? From my understanding, if they did that, let's hypothetically say, if they did kick me to the curb, you know, I mean, all good. I did my part to help promote them. They did their part. They sent lures. They paid the channel the commission from the affiliate link. You know, I'll just go my different way and look for another lure company that's going to work for my channel. But just to make this kind of comment, I just don't understand. I mean, you sound like you're very strong on your comment. You know they're going to kick you to the curb. How do you know that? You know, do you actually have proof? So like, I mean, these type of comments that when you put a lot of emotion and you make it so strong, it's for everyone to see that comment and see your name next to it. It's just, to me, that's not smart, because you want to make well thought out comments. You want to sound intellectual and smart, so you gain respect. Just don't make comments or say things that you don't know, that you can't prove. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, okay, let's see here. I'm just trying to scroll down all these comments here. I apologize, guys. You guys are so strong about the Googan baits thing. Okay, now let's just go all the way down. Okay, Steven. Okay, we're pretty much all down. How you loving your new Old Town RX? I love it, man. The Autopilot 120 is a great fishing vessel. As you saw, I posted a video a few weeks back saying why I'm not using it. A lot of people had some assumptions, like I sold it or it got broken or stolen, whatever. Nothing happened to it. I'm just waiting on a battery, and I am working with a company right now to get a lithium-ion battery sent to the channel. I'm actually working through Old Town, which Old Town is trying to help my channel out to get a lithium-ion battery, because they know lithium-ion batteries are hard to get by right now because of the COVID, and all the lithium batteries, unfortunately, are pretty much made in China. So exports have been really bottlenecked, and it's hard to get products. So I'm working with them, and once I get the batteries, you'll see me using the Old Town more often. So that's what's going on. Todd, oh, okay, I like this comment. It says, I bet it is partially jealousy. 90% of fishermen would happily make a living fishing like the Googan Squad if they had the fishing skills, personality, and video production skills of the Googan Squad. Well said, Todd. I totally 100% agree with you. I think a lot of hate stems from jealousy, because I know for a certain fact 99.9% of people that hate on the Googan Squad actually don't even know them. And they come out with all that hate. It's most likely stemmed from jealousy and the success that they have in the fishing market. Whether you guys or not, or whether those haters or not think that they're actually good fishermen or not, I know that's a different story. But what I do know is that they are very successful video content creators. They produce great videos. People are buying into their baits. It works, okay? Like I said, these baits work. If they don't work, they wouldn't be sold out all the time in all the academies, Walmart, Field and Stream, Dick's, wherever you buy your tackle from. Every time I go to a tackle store, I usually see the Googan bait aisle almost empty. And that says a lot. I mean, people know who they are, and they actually work. So, yeah, 90% of fishermen will also love to be in their shoes and make a lot of money making video, traveling the world, meeting all these people in the fishing industry, and just having fun, right? I mean, what if you were at a party, right, and someone asked you, hey, man, what's going on? My name is Nick. What's your name? Blah, 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 right? And they'll ask you, what do you do? And wouldn't it be cool to answer them? I have fun. That's your answer, right? I have fun. And they'll be like, what? What do you mean you have fun? I thought you were like maybe a lawyer or a doctor or a nurse or IT person, whatever, right? But you like to have fun. So how does that work? And you tell them, yeah, man, I make a really good living creating video content. I make a good living fishing. I make money fishing. I make enough money to support my family, to support the living costs, and at the same time, I'm having so much fun. I'm my own boss. etc., etc. So, I mean, that to me right there is badass. If you can like say, you know, I make a living by having fun. Robert in Texas says they own companies that sell their own beer, knife, coffee, beer, lures, rods, reels, merch, etc. Not to mention the sponsored videos. I think the AdSense contributes a tiny portion of their incomes. You know, Robert, that's actually a good point. Making money on YouTube is a really hard thing to do. Making it big time on YouTube is like winning the lotto, right? It doesn't really happen much. When you do become big time in YouTube and you're able to use that money as a full-time gig, you're in a really good position because it doesn't happen to everyone. Look at all the channels that come and go, that die out after X amount of months. It's a lot of blood, sweat, tears, just hard work that you have to put into it, time away from your family, time away from yourself, time away from your health. I mean, it takes a toll on you mentally and psychologically. So yes, you know, them pushing out videos, yes, you're right. They probably don't make as much money, say, pushing their baits or their knives or their rods or whatever they're selling. They probably make more money from that. But I think the reason why they keep posting videos is because they grow in more of a social audience direct way. So, you know, like Lunkers, he has or is it Flair? Flair has like 1.8 million people following him. If he keeps pushing videos, even though he's making more money through like merch and other things, those videos are going to indirectly help sell more of his merch and product because it's a bigger audience that he's gaining attraction to. So even though I can bet, yeah, they're probably not making as much money through videos compared to their merch, but they keep doing videos because it keeps growing their footprint, if that makes any sense. John Freeman says, all that effort you put into all your on the water videos give you the right to ask for and receive sponsorships. It's our choice whether we buy from your sponsor. Everyone's a winner here. Yeah, good point, John. Thank you so much for that comment. Ben asks, is there a discount code for bugs? I apologize, Ben. There's no discount yet. Hopefully in the future there will be. Mark Medina says, at Todd, I definitely would not be happy working for Googans because I would not be able to sleep knowing I am taking money from another man's design. I don't know what that means, Mark, but I already kind of touched on that point. You can't really, I'm not sure if you're telling Todd that or you yourself are telling me that or the audience, but let me go back to that point. Like you can't say someone is copying someone unless there's actual proof and there's a legal, I guess a legal answer in the way of someone getting sued or copyright infringement, trademark infringement, whatever. You can't say someone is copying or this company is copying this or someone is copying this without legal proof. I mean, it's just the court of law makes the final decision, and unless, from my understanding, there hasn't been a legal battle between Googan Baits and an X company as I know of. I mean, there's a couple of videos out there saying that there could have been or there should have been, but there isn't. So that tells me that if someone really copied your design, if I was a company, I saw someone copy my design, I for sure will get my lawyers on it and we would take this to court to get this settled rightfully the legal way. And from my understanding, there is nothing of that yet, okay? Now, is there something in the pipe works? I don't know. I have no freaking idea. But from where it stands right now, you can't say Googan's copied someone. That doesn't make you look smart. You're just, in my opinion, you're talking out of your ass if you keep saying that. It doesn't work right. It doesn't work. It doesn't sit well. And when you talk to other people, professionals, and you say something so strong with so emotion, they'll look at you and say, what are you talking about? Where's your proof? Where's your proof? You say this, but show me your proof. You don't show them the proof, you're not going to look good in front of them. You see what I'm saying? So in my opinion, people making that comment shouldn't really make that comment unless you got proof. Sorry guys, I'm trying to scroll down. I'm trying to catch up on these comments here. Give me a sec. Mark Benita, this is a good question. Nick, please answer this then. Why do so many people hate Trump when 99.9% of people never have met him? I don't know, Mark. That's a good question. I mean, I don't hate Trump. I don't even know him. I know he's our president. He makes the executive decisions, and our country and what happens to it falls back on him. But do I have hate? No, I don't have no hate. He worked his butt to get to the Oval Office, and nothing but congratulations to him. Now, is he doing a good job? I don't know. That's up to debate. But I do know, we're in a tough time right now with all the racism, hate in Minnesota, the coronavirus. But to lay all that on the president, that's unfair. That's immature and dumb to say. But no, I don't hate on him, and I don't know why 99.9% of people that have never met Trump will hate on him. I don't know. Topwater said, as I said before, there is a legal challenge against from 6 Sense. Okay, Topwater, I see you making a bunch of comments here. Okay, that's fine. Then show us your proof. Where's that proof that there is a legal challenge from 6 Sense saying that Googans have copied them? I really want to see this. I want to see the docket. I want to see the proof of, you seem so strong in your comment. Just prove it to me. Show it to me. Just don't say something just to say something, because I don't respect that. If you're going to say something, show me the proof, okay? And then we can talk. But if someone says someone is copying someone, but there's no legal proof, you can't say that, man. You just can't say that. Reeling with JC said, so are the lures saltwater or only freshwater? That's a good question, Reeling. Googan baits was originally made for freshwater, but a paddle tail is a paddle tail, right? A paddle tail, any paddle tail that has a slender body, it's a body that has a tail at the end, it's going to use to catch saltwater fish. Redfish are attracted to paddle tails because it mimics an injured mullet, baitfish, or whatever. And honestly, freshwater lures, a lot of saltwater lures are copied. A lot of freshwater lure ideas, let me back up. A lot of saltwater lure ideas come from freshwater lures. So, what I'm trying to say is, even though some companies are mainly focused on freshwater, I'm pretty sure you can catch saltwater fish with those freshwater lures. So. Pedro says, how often am I fishing with other YouTube anglers? I don't fish with other YouTube anglers much. The only other YouTube angler I fish with is Mark MDLR Fishing, and you guys already know him. So, okay, so it looks like I am caught up with all the comments. I apologize if I missed your comment, guys. There seems to be a lot of comments here. A lot of strong opinions, which is cool, man. If you guys have your own opinions, in the long run, you have your opinion. I can't say anything about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanna see why a lot of you guys seem to dislike the Googans, and just based on your comments here, I'll relook at them again. It looks like a lot of you guys seem to dislike them because it just seems it's stemmed from jealousy. Now, I'm not saying that all you guys out here dislike them. I'm just saying from my third party looking in, it just seems that, there's just a lot of jealousy. And, that, I don't know. Jose Lopez, I wonder how many subscribers you just lost going to Googan Baits. I don't know, man. I mean, if I lose subscribers because I go to Googan Baits, honestly, I don't need those. I don't need those people watching my channel it doesn't really hurt me. I mean, if I lose subscribers, so what? You know, I lose subscribers. I'm going to do what's best for my channel. And Googan Baits, like I said, it's a good paddle tail. It catches fish. It gives you guys a big discount. And yes, they support the channel. So I mean, you know, it's a win-win situation to me. Once again, guys, if you want to unsubscribe because I'm using Googan Baits, by all means, go for it. I'm not going to be mad at you. No hate here. It's all good. You know, in the long run, I probably just don't need you. You know, you don't need to be watching the channel if you don't like me using Googan Baits. I mean, I don't want you to be hating and stressing out because I'm using Googan Baits on my channel. It makes no sense. It's not healthy. Mentally, physically, psychologically, it's not healthy. So if you don't like it, you know, by all means, hit that unsubscribe button. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Trust me, it won't. Mark Ship says, if you have a great product and fail to either take it to market or patent it, the product is up for grabs in our country. God bless the USA. That's actually true, though. Legally, that's absolutely true. TXN Outdoor says, please, y'all, where's the evidence of all these comments regarding ripping off other designs? Show me. Thank you. Yes, there has to be evidence, man. You can't just say something without any evidence. It just makes you look really stupid. Don't do that, guys, okay? Don't ever do that in the workplace either, all right? If you're surrounded by professional people, educated people, and you say something strong and emotional like that, you're only going to hurt yourself in the long run, especially if you don't have any evidence. That's really the case in the medical field. Trust me, you know, being a professional in the medical field for almost a decade now, I can tell you, if you say something, if you comment something, if you even say anything to anyone with no evidence, you're going to be very disrespected in the medical field. And that, honestly, that works in all sense of life. Your word is who you are. If you're going to say something, make sure you back it up. You can't just blurt out emotional comments for no apparent reason, and people are going to think you're immature. So just don't do that, please, guys. Okay, I love all you guys. From a professional standpoint, I'm telling you, just don't do that. If you don't like something, you hate something for whatever reason it is, keep it to yourself. Okay. Just don't let it out, because like I said, in the long run, your reputation, your word, what comes out of your mouth is always going to be remembered by someone that's never met you. And when they say the first impressions make a big deal, or is that what it says? First impressions are lasting, or something like that. I mean, that's 100% true. You say something or you comment something very strong emotionally without evidence, and you can't prove it, you're just not going to look good. Just don't do that, okay? Especially in the workplace, do not do that. Fost163 says, will you have any giveaways soon? Yes, Fost, I will continue to do giveaways. I'm going to contact Bugs Fishing Lures. I'll contact Old 18. I do most of my giveaways through my Instagram channel. So if you guys have not subscribed to my Instagram channel, it's RX_angler. I do majority of all my giveaways there because it's just simple for me to do. The logistics are easy to do compared to YouTube, and I don't have to make several videos claiming winners and all that stuff. So follow me on Instagram, RX_angler, and I post giveaways there. And soon, pretty soon, hopefully we'll have another Bugs giveaway, an Old 18 giveaway, and I will try to contact Googans and see if we can do a giveaway that way. But no promises, okay? But just follow me and I'll do giveaways, okay? I might even give away some of my other tackle that I haven't used, so we'll see. I have a bunch of other rods and reels I just lay around and I don't use. I might just give those away, so make sure you follow me, okay? Bugs Fishing. What's up, Heath? Thank you, Heath. I appreciate the kind words. Heath would tell you, if you ever met Heath, really great guy, owner of the Bugs, he will tell you how much work I put into my channel, really trying to push out videos to show you the beauty of my goal of my channel is to show you the beauty of the Texas coast and the wildlife and gosh, I'm sorry, I'm kind of losing my train of thought. The fishing that provides on our Texas coast. I really want to kind of convey that to you guys. I really work my butt off. I travel many, many, many miles. I put in a lot of miles. Like I have my, you guys see my Toyota Tacoma truck, right? I almost have 100,000 miles on it. I had it for 2 years. That's how many miles I put in building my content, providing content for you guys. And yeah, honestly, it does kind of bother me sometimes when I see comments of hate and thumbs down for no apparent reason, like you guys know who I am or I've done something to you or your family. When people hate in that sense, it just like I only can do is roll my eyes like, oh God, what is going on? What's wrong with these people? I work my butt off. I work my butt off doing what I love to do, and seeing these people hate, especially when I announced that I was going with the Googan baits, it kind of bothered me. It did. That's why I'm doing this live stream to kind of settle all this and trying to explain to you guys that, hating a person or organization or channel is not healthy. Don't do it. Making strong comments about people copying other people without any kind of evidence or proof makes you look immature. So hopefully from this long 1 hour live stream, that's at least the main idea that I wanted to convey to you guys. And hopefully you guys understand that. HTX Pulsar says, I give all lures a shot. So if you give in a discount for me, by all means, I'm going to try it. I already bought the old 18 area support MDLR. I need to get your suppressor. Thank you, HTX Polestar. I really appreciate the support. People like you, man. It's, yeah, thank you so much. Oh my God, you gave me $5, man. You didn't have to do that, HTX. Really, you didn't have to do that, but thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate the support. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for understanding where I'm coming from, so. Eloy's heading to website for Heath. There you go, my man. Help a local company out, man. He's local Houston. He supports content. Heath Bugs Fishing supports content creators. He supports tournaments. He supports tournament anglers. He supports guides. Very respected in our market. His lures work. You see me on my channel. You see Mark using it on his channel. They work. So yeah, hit him up. You won't be disappointed. Great guy to deal with. Hunter says, why do I feel like I'm cheating when I'm using live stream? My God, you ain't cheating, brother. Whatever catches a fish, trust me, man. Whatever. I prefer using lures more often than not because I carry a lot of filming equipment, cameras, drone, all that stuff, and carrying a live well with extra bait in it. It's just more. It takes more work for me to do, and I'm already putting a lot of work in. So that's why I usually use lures. Not to say I won't use live bait. I mean, there are times when I actually feel like I want to use a shrimp on a popping cork, and I will. But it's not cheating. Trust me, you ain't cheating. Does discount work for Goons Bait work? Yes, Vincent. I am assuming does a discount code for Googan Baits work? Yes. Okay, so let me clarify. Some of you guys had commented the discount code RXAngler, all caps, one word, does not work. But you have to go to the GooganSquad.com website. You can't go to Googan Baits. Honestly, I don't even know what the difference is, but for some odd reason, my RXAngler discount code, which is 15% off to you guys, doesn't work on Googan Baits. I don't know, might be something I have to contact them with, but GooganSquad.com is the correct website you need to go, and that's who sends all the Googan Baits to my channel, GooganSquad.com, and that's where the discount code works. 15% off. It doesn't include, the 15% off does not include tax or shipping, but if you spend more than $50, shipping is free. So 15% off covers your taxes. Most likely will cover some of your shipping too if you're under $50. So it's a great deal in my opinion, and it works. It works. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it works. Charlie has asked me, have I been to Port O'Connor? Yes, I've been to Port O'Connor several times. My homeboy Trail Chaser, his home waters is Port O'Connor. I need to go to Port O'Connor soon. Very, very awesome place to fish. Water is real clear, grass flats, tailing reds, beautiful, beautiful area to fish. I actually might go up there sooner or later. I need to contact Trail Chaser. But yeah, if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to my friend Trail Chaser. His content is mostly Port O'Connor. But yes, I've been there plenty of times. Okay, so I guess you guys have stopped commenting. Fish Aransas Pass. Yes, I plan to fish Aransas Pass soon, trust me. Come to Louisiana, Nick. I will definitely, I want to come to Louisiana. I definitely want to fish there. Especially those waters, man, when you have bass, redfish, and trout. You can catch those three species in a same area. That's amazing to me. I'll do it one day. I'll do it one day. Vincent, what's going on with discount code? I'm not sure what you mean. If you go to GooganSquad.com and then you type in the discount code RXAngler, one word, all caps, during checkout, it'll take 15% off. It works all the time. I don't know exactly what you mean. Make sure you're on GooganSquad.com. That's their official website. I don't know where Googan Baits. I don't even know, honestly, if that's Googan's website or not, or a knockoff or something. But Googan Squad is the official. GooganSquad.com is the official website. All right, ladies and gents, I think I'm going to call it quits, man. We've been going on for 72 minutes, and I appreciate everyone's comments. I appreciate y'all's support. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys are able to go out, get out in the water and fish. I know there was a little bit of rain over the weekend, but overall, I had some people tell me they caught some pretty good fish, so it's all good. But thank you so much. Remember, I want to close it out by saying, look, there's, don't spend your life hating on someone or some person. I know I'm being repetitive, but don't spend your life hating on people or organizations or person. You don't even know, that person. I mean, what's the point, right? Life is too short. Enjoy what you have. Enjoy, don't be jealous of other people either. Everyone, God created us in all different ways. So enjoy what God has given to you. Life is very short. You never know. You never know when it's your time to go. And don't make strong comments, man. Okay, if you have a hate, for someone or something, keep it within yourself. Don't post it on public forums or public comments. Okay, it's not healthy. Especially if you're trying to get a job in a corporate world or you work as a professional somewhere and you're surrounded by higher educated people. If you make comments without evidence backing up or supporting what you just blurted out, it's going to hurt you in the long run. It's going to make you look stupid and not respected in the workplace or in life in general, okay? So don't do that, all right? All right, guys, that's all. I'm not going to ramble no more. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one, all right? Take it easy. Peace.